Well, hunker down, grab a bottle, and pray for daylight because a state of emergency has just been declared in Ontario. This according to Breitbart. So hot off the presses, story by John Hayward says here, Ontario imposes state of emergency hours after a report it considered dropping mandates. Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced on Friday that he would impose a state of emergency. Now, is Doug Ford the same guy who was arrested for cocaine possession? He was living it up on the government's dime up there in Canada. So he issues this state of emergency in response to the 2-week-old Freedom Convoy protest in hopes that it will end blockades in major cities and on international border crossings. Hey, Doug Ford, Justin Trudeau, you want to end these protests, these blockades? Then resign and lift the mandates. It's that simple. Ford also reportedly told journalists that he would soon entirely do away with the vaccine mandate system, a core demand of the protesters, and all, quote, restrictions on businesses. Ford's announcement followed a report by Canada's Rebel News on Thursday, claiming that Ford was preparing to abandon the province's vaccine mandate, which had initially prompted the trucker-led protest. In addition to the large flagship protest in Ottawa, truckers had moved to blockade Ambassador Bridge, the largest crossing between Canada and America, this week. Now, I've got to give a shout out to Tucker Carlson because I saw this clip last night. I did not know this. Let this sink in for a moment. 25%, let me repeat that, 25% of all trade into the U.S. comes over that bridge, the Ambassador Bridge, which links Windsor, Ontario to Detroit, Michigan. If you don't think these protests are having an impact, and who would have ever thought it would be a group of Canadian truck drivers leading the charge against these stupid, ridiculous government mandates? Freedom wins every time. Every time. Ford announced that truckers who did not comply and open the bridge would face prison time and fines of up to $100,000. Ooh, I'm really scared. I'm shaking in my boots there, Doug Ford. This according to the Canadian press. And Canada's Rebel News, which has extensively and sympathetically covered the Freedom Convoy trucker protest on Thursday, claimed that it obtained a recording of a phone call from Ontario Premier Doug Ford to his supporters informing them that he would abandon the province's vaccine passport. I'm not going to play that audio for you. You can find that here on YouTube or Breitbart. Rebel News said the recording of Ford's phone call was supplied by one of the supporters who received it. In the call, the voice alleged to be Ford said that he decided to rescind the vaccine passport mandate after receiving about 250 messages on Thursday. Oh, I'm sure he did. Thursday morning, asking him to cave in. And I bet you these phone messages are right up there with the Buddy Rich tapes. What I wouldn't do to hear these. Oh, I would pay admission. I would pay top dollar to listen to these phone messages. Quote, we're pulling these passports. We're going to get back to normal. I can't get you the exact date, but it's going to be very soon. I'll be speaking over the next few days. Friday, I'm going to put out a statement. Obviously, you did by issuing this state of emergency. Monday, I'll be giving some dates, and we're going to move forward, Ford said in the call, assuming it is authentic. Most Canadian media coverage of Ontario on Wednesday indicated that the vaccine mandate would not be lifted anytime soon. Health Minister Christine Elliott said as much at a news conference on Wednesday, when she announced free rapid coronavirus testing for Ontario residents at grocery stores and pharmacies. Here's what I think about coronavirus. I think it is just some type of virus that they're using to control the public, which probably is no worse than the cold or the flu. Can you catch it? Yes. But is it the end of the world? No. It's all about power. It's all about power. Quote, we have no plans currently to drop the passport vaccination situation or masking. And it's now coming out that these masks don't do a whole lot of good. We believe that masking is going to be important for some time to come, Elliott stated. We still need to be very careful. She said, we're not telling the people of Ontario that this is going to remain in place forever. No. But we are not in the clear. Oh, I love that language. We're not in the clear yet. No, you want to hold on to your position. You want the power. Control the people as long as you can. That's what happened in Soviet Russia. That's what happened in Castro's Cuba. That's what happened under Stalin. but we're not in the clear just yet, and so we need to continue to protect Ontarians, protect each other with the passports and with the mask at this point. The Toronto Sun reported on Wednesday that Ford's administration was stubbornly digging in their heels and refusing to follow advice from local medical experts that it was time to begin easing up. The Globe and Mail on Thursday quoted Ontario Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kieran Moore, I believe that's how you pronounce it, it's Kieran, taking a more conciliatory tone and saying, quote, a review of all timelines is absolutely appropriate in the face of the improving data in Ontario and removal of all public health measures. We want to be transparent to businesses, transparent to Ontarians on what can be expected in terms of the timeline. Moore said. Moore said no final decisions about revised timelines had been made yet, but he expected the review process to begin next week. He warned Ontario would take a more cautious approach than other provinces that have begun lifting restrictions. This according to the AP. On Friday, amid signs that authorities might be prepared to get tough, police in Windsor and Ottawa awaited reinforcements from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the federal police force. Ottawa's mayor has asked for 1,800 additional police officers, nearby doubling the manpower available to the city's police force, which has 2,100 officers and civilian members. They're scared of you. These people aren't looting, rioting, burning down their city. All they're asking for is their freedom to make a living, to make their own decision about whether or not they want to take some type of vaccine. Why can't you people like Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau get this? You know what I think? I think that if you had to work in the private sector, Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau, you couldn't make it. Because that's how incompetent you are as individuals. You couldn't make it in the real world, so you went into politics. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. So you truckers out there, keep on, man. And I salute you. I support this 150%. As I said, it's all about freedom. So those of us in the United States are supporting you in Canada. I saw today, I was watching a live stream of this. They're getting comments from Greece, from Hungary, all over the world. The Canadian flag is being flown all over the world in support of these truckers who just want their freedom, just want to live their lives and make a living without the government on their backs. So if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at #JasonComposes, leave comments below. Now you can reach me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy at Twitter. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out, stay safe everybody, God bless this great country, and I'll catch you next time, and keep trucking on.